Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. My name is CityZilla and today we are going to be building out our first plaza with the new DLC. I'm actually super excited about it. So all of the mods I am able to get working again. Few of you may notice, but this is actually one of our airport builds that I did during the airport's DLC release. And this was actually a really fun build, kind of building this out. And so now we are at another DLC release with Plaza's DLC, and there is just a ton of fun stuff that we're going to go over today. And so we are going to be jumping over here and getting real crazy. And so I'm going to be updating my mod list for everybody on my Steam account so that you all know any mods that I've changed or gotten rid of. You may notice a few, like I got rid of the Better Roads toolbar just for right now. There were just too many tabs in here. It was getting like really crazy. They were like a couple centimeters thick. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work. But then there's just a couple other mods where people have released either temporary fixes or upgrades. And so definitely a lot of fun stuff on the horizon. I am currently working on a couple really fun builds for Crater Lake, and so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not. We have some really exciting things ahead. And so we're going to be getting a little crazy today. I want to first off pause, and we are going to come in here and just delete everything. I want to just get crazy. And the reason we're deleting it is because we are going to turn this into a secondary downtown for this city, and we're going to do a grand plaza. So we have our main downtown, and for anybody who doesn't know, I speed built this city within just a couple hours of the airport's release so that I could play unmodded because the airport's DLC was just terrible with the mods. It literally all crashed, but there's actually a lot of really fun things I like about this. Like I like how I did the downtown with this whole green area around it. I thought it looked really cool, but it initially was unmodded. And so I built this whole thing without mods, and then we had gone through, I actually released the map too with this airport. It's still on my Steam Workshop if anybody does wish to play it. So we're going to come in here. Let's delete those last little stragglers. Let's go ahead and hit play just so that we can get rid of any of these. Like, look at this guy, the poor trash guy. He's like, where am I going? I had a route. And so now we can pause again. Let's go ahead and grab those, delete this, delete that. And then let's use the picker mod, grab this road, and we will come across. And let's go ahead and connect this up again, just because having that road there was very convenient. And so we will come in here. Let's go ahead and remove all of this zoning, because we are going to come back through and do all of our own zoning. We don't need any of it. Just get out of here. And then we need to jump into our districts, and we'll go in here. Let's go ahead and raise it all the way up. Just hold that right mouse button. Go ahead and remove everything. Let's see if we have any parks or anything in here too. And so what I want to do is go ahead and first off connect this up. So we will have this go around, and let's just connect it up in that same spot that it was in. So we'll go like that and have this continue over here. Let's go like that, have that go like that. And there we go. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, let's hit on pause so that people can kind of figure out their way. And so what I'm thinking is we're going to do a giant city center right here, and we are going to do a fun plaza, and we're going to use all the wall-to-wall stuff, and we're really going to be exploring what this new DLC has to offer. And so first thing I want to do, I think we're going to use this as our connection. So we are going to delete this road. Let's go ahead and maybe we'll keep that since that's the down road. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. And so we will go into our districts, and we're going to jump into this new tool, the paint pedestrian area. And we are going to paint this whole area in as a pedestrian area. This is going to be a giant downtown, and we need to have walkability. The city has deemed that cars are in the past, and we want to promote walkability as much as possible. And so everybody's super excited. They're like, yes, they're going to re-vote for the city officials that are designing this, and so I think it's a good choice. Made some campaign promises, and so now these types of roads cannot be connected. So if we, how do I do this? So I know I can have this go across. Why is it not connecting though? Maybe it's because it's not on the ground. I'm thinking that that's the problem. So if I use the picker mod, grab this and go straight. Let's force ground piece. We'll go like right there. I'm pretty sure I should be able to do a road going across. Yeah, there we go. Perfect, I can. It was because we were in that above ground piece, which is understandable. And so now what I want to do is jump into our transport tab, and we're going to go into our Bridges and Piers DLC and place this down. And of course, it is not even. That is super frustrating. So we're going to grab that. We're going to jump into the movie mod, and we are going to make it even because we like to bend things to our will. Yes, we're going to do that. Perfect. And of course it's a little off, so we're going to grab our marquee selection tool, grab all of this, and let's just move it down just a smidge. Let's get that a little bit more even with the ground over there. Fantastic. And of course we still got a little smudge over there. We're going to pretend like that is not there though. So let's go ahead and go like this. Perfect. All the way across. Fantastic. And that's it. So this is our new plaza. This is it. I really put in a ton of effort into this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. No, I'm just kidding. And so now we will come over here. Let's go ahead and have this come down, go all the way across. I think we may even have that go out a little bit further, and it looks like our ground is just all kinds of messed up here. So we will go ahead and delete this. I want to go about 4 squares out. So we're going to grab this. Let's go. It looks like maybe just one more. We'll go like that, go like that. Yeah, that is fantastic. So we're going to go like this, go like this, go like that. Yep, perfect. And then let's go ahead and do the same thing that we just did. We'll grab all that and Control H on one level. Perfect. And so the goal here is to get some nice walking areas in. So we have a road coming in. So this road automatically does not have any access. They are stuck. There are bollards. They look like they're all open at the moment, but these will close. And yeah, I think they're going to close anyways. They should close. That's a lot of bollards though. Look at that. And so I think we're going to have a small 1-unit road go around this because we still need to have some sort of access through here. Otherwise people are just like, where do I go? So if we grab this, let's go around. So if we go like that and then come around here, go like, how far did we go? I think we went out to the 3rd one. Yeah, I think we did. So let's go ahead and go out like right there. It's pretty close. I'm going to go ahead and just move this out just a smidge so that we can make sure that that is a little bit better. So we'll go like that. Perfecto. And you know, we could even upgrade that to a bigger road. That would probably be better. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. That 1-unit road just doesn't look like it's going to fit too well there. So we will do this small 2-lane, 2-unit, 2-lane with trees in the middle. Yeah, fantastic. Look at that. And so we want this to go all the way down, and we want this one to go all the way down as well. Though it looks like we're going to have a little bit of an issue here, so maybe we'll curve this one in. So if we grab that, go ahead and curve this down. Yeah, there we go. And then this will actually leave some room for us to do like a hospital right there, since we got some awesome new hospitals, schools, fire departments. I mean, man, we really got a ton of stuff, just so much stuff. All right, and so now what we're going to do is go ahead and jump into a bigger road, and we are going to just go straight with this guy. I would really like to have it connected up there, but honestly, because it's a road, it's not the end of the world, and having this here is probably a little bit better. These cars are not going to have to worry about this. You know what, we'll jump in here, and of course, traffic manager got updated. We'll just go like that. Just continue on through. Most cars are not going to be turning in here. It is just police vehicles and emergency vehicles, so like hearses, stuff like that. And so I do want to go ahead and place down this new plaza. This plaza is fantastic. I think this has got to be one of my favorite pieces with this new DLC. So I think we're going to go ahead and move this all the way down. We're going to go like right there. Fantastic. And so I do want to do some paths around, and then we're also going to do some grids around. So I think we will do a small 2-unit road, and let's go ahead and place this like right here. You know what? I want it to be perfect. We're going to have this, if it will, yep, there we go. Perfect. And then we'll have this come down here, and then let's have it curve in, go like that. And then we're going to do one more on this side. So we'll have this come down here. It looks like this one's actually going to connect up perfectly. Nice. And so let's go ahead and connect this up and connect this one up. And we'll probably have this one go straight as well and then curve in, just because why not? We are promoting walkability as much as possible. And then for this one, we will have this go straight as well. Ooh, and it looks like we may even get lucky. Look at this. This is going to be perfect. Nice. So now we have an awesome little walking area. So we do want to get some regular roads in here. And this is something that, you know, it's easy to get carried away and think, oh man, I'm going to do plaza roads everywhere. It's just not incredibly realistic. A lot of times whenever you see these type of roads in real life, it's like one-offs or kind of like malls. Outdoor malls have a ton of these. Like this would have been fantastic for our recent mall that we did in Crater Lake. It really would have worked out well. So I do want this to come down again. We're going to go like this. And so the purpose of having these regular roads is to still provide access, but while still, promoting walkability in these other sections. So I do want to fill this in with something. I think we're going to extend out that pedestrian road just a smidge more. If we go like that and then have this come down, how does that look? So I don't know. I don't think that that looks very good. I'm just being honest. I think if we maybe grab this and then upgrade that to a regular road and then come over here and do the same thing. Yeah, you know what? I think this looks great because then it accentuates this middle part. We still have accessibility along the outside, but then we have a plaza road going down the middle. I think that looks fantastic. I do kind of wish this was lined up a little bit better, but you know what? It is not the end of the world. And so now let's jump in here, go to our districts tab, and we will go ahead and paint this all in as a district. We're going to just get crazy with this. All right, so now what I want to do is jump into our fantastic new plazas in here. So if we go in here, go to our lovely pedestrian area plazas. I want to do this one with this purple tree because I think it is just fantastic. We're going to do 4 of these. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're just getting crazy with this. So I do want to do a couple of these food truck ones too. I think these are fantastic little features. Maybe that's like a little food truck festival. The trucks aren't always here, but the seating is. So maybe like every Wednesday night at 6, they do like a food truck festival, and they probably have like little signs up and everything, and it would just be a really awesome thing to see. So I do want to try to get a couple of these. So there are a lot of other plazas in here as well that are just awesome. Like these ones are really cool. These ones actually might look a little bit better right here than these purple ones. So let's actually, oops, just place 2 plazas on top of each other. So if we grab that and place that right there, how does that look? Let's go ahead and look at that. You know what? I think this looks fantastic. So let's actually, we're going to scratch that, and we're going to come back here, and we're going to place down 4 of these. And it looks like I got two of those parks in the middle messed up somewhere. Yeah, you know what? I like this. I think it's kind of interesting that it would be the same statue. I don't know if that would be very realistic. I don't think so. I want to say that they would probably do different. You never know. Maybe it's like one architect and he's just really fascinated with this sculpture, so the city paid millions for one sculptor to do 4 really nice sculptures, and so I think that looks good. One of the things you do need to prioritize with these is the pedestrian area service points. And so when you first unlock an area, you get this small pedestrian area service point. It's fantastic. You definitely want to provide some adequate accessibility to this. So I'm going to go ahead and place that right there. So he has access to the freeway, and he also has access over here since we're going to be expanding this out. But then we also leave room for us to be able to expand this even further. And so I think that this is going to work out well. Now what I want to do, since we drew all this in, let's go ahead and hit all the new specializations. So wall-to-wall commercial, wall-to-wall office, and wall-to-wall residential. And so we're going to be getting crazy with this. So I want to first off do some walking paths in here too. Just because we have pedestrian roads doesn't mean that we would stop building walking paths. Walking paths would still be pretty important. So we want this to come down here, and we want it to go all the way across. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. We're going to have this go all the way down, go all the way across. And then let's go ahead and do some paths in the middle as well. So we'll have this go like that. We'll have this go like this. And you know what I haven't tried is node controller road crossing. So if we do a road crossing right there, how does that look? You know what? That actually looks really cool, even though I think it's kind of unnecessary, but it'd be kind of cool. You know, it provides that access, which is much needed. And so we are going to do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and add in that path. We are prioritizing walkability as much as possible. We're going to do the same thing there. Let's go ahead and just do this all the way down. Okay, so now we have paths, and so I will go into node controller and create our happy little crossings all over the place. We'll go like this, and voila, blah, blah. So we'll come over here, do this. Fantastic. Nice. This is already looking so cool. And so we do have a residential demand and we do have a commercial demand. So I want to go in here, and this is a downtown area. So we want to still try to get some skyscrapers. We want to get some tall buildings. We really want to capture a nice look in here. And so I think we will go in here and splatter around a bunch of different zonings. So because it is a downtown, you would have not just like a whole row of residential or like commercial or anything. It would be kind of like mixed use. You'd probably have residential on one block and then, you know, like a commercial building next to it. And it would just be kind of all over the place. But it really helps to capture a different kind of look with your cities too, rather than just getting crazy and doing like all residential. And even though like in the game, it is a little easier to do it that way sometimes, like this is a little more time consuming. It's just this ends up looking better in the long run. So I'm going to go ahead and just checkerboard all these residential, and then I'm going to go through and do some commercial as well. And then we're going to come through and do some businesses as well, and it's going to look awesome. I'm really excited for everybody to see it. Okay, so here we go, and I decided to just go a little bit heavier on the offices because I really like the offices with this new DLC. I think they look fantastic, and so I do need to hook up this metro line real quick. The metros are just all over the place, and so I'm going to go ahead and connect this up real quick. Okay, crisis averted. Our metro is hooked up. Let's go ahead and make sure we have water. Yes, we do, even though it is very sporadic. Could go through and fix that, but I don't think it's the end of the world. We do need to make sure that we have power. It looks like we do. I have the no need for power lines mod, so I think that is just connecting it up now. Nice, fantastic. And I did kind of change around the LUTs as well. I went to this more like greenish color here. I think it looks really cool. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Okay, and so now that we are having this build out, let's go ahead and look at some of the new buildings. So I want to do one of these high capacity hospitals. So I want to come in here and we're going to just get crazy with this. So let's go ahead, place this right here, and we're going to do some parking in the back, possibly even some other buildings just to kind of clean that up. So I want to get just across the street, we're going to do the high capacity fire department. So this will be like our little service area, which is kind of common for downtowns. This definitely happens. And so we will also do a large police station, this high capacity. It's definitely the smaller one of the bunch, but you know what? It looks really cool. It has a helipad on top. I really like the look of this. This hospital is amazing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and place down some schooling. So I want to come in here. We're going to kind of ruin our little pathway there for a smidge, but I think it is worth it in the long run. And then we're going to go ahead and place this over here as well. Let's see if it messed up our path. So if we come over here, where is it? So it did a little bit. You know what? It didn't get rid of it though. Whereas this one, oh, you know what? It's still working nice. And so the buildings are going to build up around it. And so look at these buildings. These are just so cool. I just can't wait to jump in to find it and start placing some of these down as like complexes. These are just great. I love these assets so much. I think they're fantastic. And so now it looks like our little poor metro stop is still struggling over here. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. So if we grab this, grab that, and then let's come over here, place a stop, drag place. Nice. And so now our happy citizens are happy again. And this comes all the way over here. Yes, it does. And it connects up right there. Fantastic. And so that actually goes all the way around our city, which is great. So it does look like we still need to get a couple more commercial in here. Let's go ahead and do a row of commercial, a couple rows. So we'll grab this, go all the way down. Let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. We'll grab that, grab this. Yeah, fantastic. And then I do want to get a couple little skyscrapers in here too, just because we're doing a downtown and I feel like it would be doing a disservice without having some good ones. So if we grab that skyscrape, ooh, I just recently got this one. Let's look at this. So if we place that, I have a feeling this is going to be a little too crazy. Yeah, this is insane. It would be like, who built that here? Yeah, that would not work out. So let's come in here. You know what? I think this one would be cool. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and place this building right here. I initially wanted to do like a big entrance, but because this is a downtown, we would have just more walkability around here than you know, big parking lots and stuff like that. But I think this is coming together really nicely already. We got a ton of detailing opportunities, and I think there's a lot of fun stuff that we can do. So it looks like we have some areas over here where we could probably fit in some detailing. It does look like we're just a little off on this road. It's so interesting. I wonder if we could maybe put in those little purple plazas in here. So if we grab this, place this down, place that down, how does that do? So it messes up our pathway over here just a smidge. So if we grab that, just move it over, grab that, move it over. Yeah, you know what? That actually looks pretty good. I do wish that this was a little more lined up though. So if we go ahead and move this down just to clean it up, I really want them to be kind of similar to each other. So if we grab that, fantastic. It's, you know, still looks a little weird, but it's not the end of the world. So now what I want to do is start getting into some advanced detailing. So I want to do a curb, and we're going to jump over to my favorite little curb. And here we go. And so we will come in here and just kind of paint this around. And the reason we're doing this is because we really want to capture a look in here that I'm going for. And so let's go like this, and then we are going to have this curve follow the road just a smidge, and then have this go down, then follow this up, and then come all the way over here and connect up. I'm going to go ahead and copy that on this side, and voila. And so now what we can do is go ahead and jump into our handy dandy bushes. We're going to go like this and go into prop plane tool, drop our spacing down to 2, go ahead and hit enter, and then have the bushes follow along. That is not a bush. We will have this go all the way down, have it go down this way, have it come up over here, and then let's go ahead and have it curve up. Let's go ahead and turn on anarchy, and then have this go all the way down. And then what I'm going to do is place a couple of those purple trees in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and get it done for both sides real quick. And voila, our first little plaza accentuation. And I did end up changing our pavement texture too. For some reason it had reset, and I just felt like it looked kind of weird. And you know, it's kind of funny looking at this road. I think what we can do is actually upgrade this to this type of road cannot be connected. Yeah, I wonder. So I just want it to end right there. Can I have it end right there? I guess not. Maybe we have to have that turnaround. I was hoping I could just turn that into a pedestrian road. But I think this looks really good. So we already got our little thing right here. So now I want to do the same thing here. And let's actually do a raised planter. So I'm going to jump in here and go to retaining wall. And I have a few retaining walls in here, but I want to use this bigger one. So if I grab this, have this go around, and then what I want to do is like a raised platform. So if I go all the way like this, have this go like right there, and then come this way. What we can do is go ahead and create an awesome little platform here. So if we go to stairs, I'm going to go to these kind of steeper ones. I'm going to line them up. I want it to go like right there. So let's go ahead and place that down. We're going to jump in and move it, and we will lower that down. It looks like we need to go just a little bit higher. So we'll go like that, and let's go ahead and move it in just a smidge. Let's see if this is the correct height. Okay, and so now let's look at this. Yeah, we look at like we're almost level. So we will go ahead and grab that. Let's copy that and let's line it up, and we'll go one more time just to make sure that we touch the edge of that wall. And fantastic. All right, so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and jump into a surface network, and what I'm going to do is basically just draw this across. Anybody who's watched me before seen me do this. I really like doing this recently, especially. So we are going to raise that up, and then I'm going to copy that, and we will come over here, and it looks like I'm just a little too wide. So I think what I'm going to do is delete that and go down to the next smaller size. So I will come up over here, grab this, and then grab these two nodes, lift it up just a smidge, and then copy it, bring it on over here. Let's go ahead and place it right above, but let's jump out of copy and then lower this down. We want it to be right at the top there. So if I grab this and go ahead and shorten this, if we go like right there, how does that look? So if we go like right there, it looks like we're just a smidge up. So if I go like right there and then move this over, now what I should be able to do is copy this and kind of fill in this whole space. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done real quick. And voila, we have created a raised platform. And so now what I want to do is jump in here and go to a pergola. And I want to create a couple of these little areas right here. I feel like this would just be really cool. So if we go ahead and go like right here, and these would just be areas for you to kind of relax, maybe read, maybe you're waiting to go on the metro and you're just kind of stuck. So you could come up here, maybe grab something to eat. Yeah, you know what? That looks really cool. I like that look a lot. And so now what we will do is jump into a planter network, and let's go ahead and create a little wall around this. So we are going to run into an issue where this may be just a little too thick. Let's go ahead and check it out though. So we're going to grab this. Let's go ahead and raise it up just a smidge, and then let's move it over here. I feel like it's going to be too thick. Yeah, it is. So what we're going to do instead is actually use the new glass fence. I feel like that is just a fantastic use for this. And this came with the mid-century modern pack. So we're going to go ahead and place this down, and it looks like I need to jump in and move it to do this. It's just going to be all over the place if I don't. So we'll go ahead and go like this. Let's go like that. Fantastic. Let's make sure that we are level with the ground, and we are. So we'll grab that. Let's go ahead and copy that. And voila. Now we have a little glass fortress going all the way around. I really want to get just a small planter in here. So I'm going to go ahead and search up planter, and it looks like we have this awesome little circular one. So it looks like outdoor. No. That's not it. So we will come up over here, and we could do our awesome little like octagonal ones that we've done before, or we could just do a big circle. I feel like this could be good. Actually, no, I don't know if that's going to fit. So if we go ahead and place this down, what we can do is pause, jump out of here, move this over if we can grab it. So we'll grab that. Come all the way over here. Let's go ahead and jump out of this and raise it up. Yeah, if we go like that, that is fantastic. Because then we will go ahead and go like this and then move this over. Nice. We have created a nice little entrance for this. We did 2 pergolas. We'll probably come in here, do a light. We have a raised platform. So now what I'm going to do, and this is a really advanced technique, we will come in here, go ahead and select all of this. It does look like we missed one over there, and what we're going to do is copy this, and then we will go ahead and replicate this on this side. This is just one of the easiest ways to do this. You just save so much time. Move It mod is a lifesaver. So we will come up over here. Let's go ahead and try to line it up as best we can. Looks like that's pretty good. Let's place that down. Nice. Look at that. Let's see if we're kind of lined up with this one. So we're like a little bit more forward with this one. But you know what? It looks good. I think it still looks good. Yeah, I think we look great. I really like that. I like the raised platform idea. That was fantastic. And so now I do want to come in here and just decorate up a few more of these other areas. So I think if we do some bushes around this backside, because it looks like there's already bushes back here, so there's not a whole lot really going on right here. We could do a curb maybe going all the way down, just to accentuate the path and then kind of leave this open. Do we have any zoning there? So we do have a little bit of zoning. I'm not sure why that hasn't zoned in. So let's go ahead and remove that and then replace that and see if we get some more, because we have a huge demand, but for some reason we're just not getting it. We do still have some space on this edge as well. I think we're going to go ahead and turn it all into office space because we're really hurting for office at this moment. And I feel like that would just be an awesome little touch for this area. I really like the office buildings. I think they just look so cool. They're great buildings. And so we will let that build out. Again, I'm not really sure why this one's not building. All right, and so while those are building out, let's go ahead and fill in some of this space too, because I really feel like we're missing something back here. So if I jump into a small road, go to our one with trees on either side, because I think it is just a fantastic road. Let's go ahead and let's turn on snapping. We will have this go like let's try to go like, yeah, right there, perfect. We'll have this come across. Let's go ahead and just go straight. And we'll curve it, but we'll have this go right in the middle. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be fantastic. So if I grab this and I go parallel with that, is it going to let me? Let's go ahead and turn off snapping. Yeah, so if we go like right there, and then let's go ahead and curve this in. So if I grab that, yeah, look at that, fantastic. And then that way we can come in here, turn back on snapping, go ahead and connect this up, go like that, perfect. And then let's come into the freeform tool and let's curve this in. So if we go like that, there we go. Nice. This is actually looking really cool. I like this look. Kind of wish that we didn't have to necessarily do this, but it's just because that bridge is right there. We're kind of tight on space. And so I do want to connect up our road. So I'm going to grab the picker mod, grab this, have this go straight, and then we will have this go straight as well, have this go straight as well. And then why not? We have already done it everywhere else. And then that still leaves some room for us to do some more stuff over here. We still have a pretty decent demand for some other things. I think doing some more residential back here would be good. It looks like our district is still good. So I think what we will do is go ahead and fill in some of these. Let's fill in some of these as well. I'm not going to fill in the whole block. I really want to get like some trees and stuff and something to accentuate that. So if we go like that and then have this go like that. And then I think for this side, we will actually fill in a lot of it. But we're going to come in here to this little bucket tool, go like this, go all the way around. And then let's go ahead and do offices, since that seems to be like the huge demand for this area. So we'll grab that, go ahead and fill that in with offices as well. And you know what? This is already looking so cool. This is just looking great. I really like this. Let's go ahead and look at our land value, because that's really like yeah, look at this. It's just crazy. This is just such a crazy DLC for land value. All right, so I think this looks really good. And I gotta say, man, this really opens up so many possibilities for us. We have some awesome detailing opportunities up ahead. I really like this plaza. I like the raised platforms. I like the little curbs that we did. I do wish that we would get all this zoning in. It's kind of frustrating that it's not filling in as quickly, especially since we do have office space. And for some reason, it's just not filling in. I mean, we have all the services, we have everything that it needs, and we have all the demand, but for some reason, this little guy just doesn't want to fill in. All right, so now what I think we need to do, I went ahead and adjusted most of the zoning. I don't know if it's really making an impact, but I think if we come in here and add in some more of these service areas, this is probably going to do good for us. So let's go ahead and add in this large one, and then let's go ahead and add in a cargo one as well. So we're going to go ahead and place that right there. Let's go ahead and look at those buildings. Man, I think those look great. I went ahead and smashed in a little crematorium there. I don't know if that's the best spot for that. I was like, you know, we just need a crematorium. I'm going to place this right here. Let's go ahead and just place it over here. It's not the prettiest looking building. I mean, in a main build, I would definitely do a cemetery or something, but you know what? That should probably help out. And so now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and let this run for a minute and see if we get some buildings coming in. Okay, so I let the game run for quite a while. We still do have some patches, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and jump into a detailing time lapse and just fill in the rest of this. Just make this whole area look amazing. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, so I have finally finished, and I gotta say, this is just an awesome build. For my first plaza, I am definitely a little proud of it. I'm sure that there are things that could be better. A lot of this, you know, we're just gonna get better the more that we play, but plazas definitely lean into one of my strengths. I really like the tiered kind of pergola thing right here. Like maybe people can go like people watching or something. Maybe even grab something to eat. You could bring the family or something. But then around in the other areas, what I did, I decided to do curbs around our hospital, and I started to get a little crazy with it. And I was like, you know what, this isn't a main build. I'm just kind of throwing this together. I still think it looks really good though. I like how the curbs kind of accentuate it. I did end up having to plop down a ton of buildings. They just weren't coming in. And then I went ahead and put in trees to kind of cover up those, you know, ugly lines that are on the edge of those buildings. And then over here, I did the same thing, just some more trees, just kind of cleaned it all up. But the main centerpiece of all this is our plaza. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think this was a really fun build and a great introduction to this DLC. There are really so many possibilities that we're going to have with this. I'm excited to jump into Canalville and Crater Lake. If you enjoyed this episode, you will definitely enjoy the episode on your screen. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.